Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another pivot point. How have you all been? I have been busy. Not really busy with anything except reading. Y'all, I have been reading a ton for Battleship. So I came in here into my office this morning so I could clean up my desk because I was scrapbooking last night. And I'm working on my Battleship pages from our challenge that we did. And I realized I put them in upside down. I'm not done with it yet. I still got to add my books that I read onto the page. But y'all, I came in this morning to look at it and I was like, wait, why is this on this side? It was upside down. I was about to panic because I didn't have any more of this water paper. So I did red on the outsides. They're just strips of red, and then I did a water, but I didn't have any more of that. And I was like, and I like it. I like the way it looks. So luckily, since I had glued down the red strips first and then the blue on top of that, I was able to, I took this into my ruler and like shimmied it all off. I mean, it did rip the back side of the paper, but like it was just this, you know. And luckily the pages that I did before that, I had used a whole, this is my Mystery and Mayhem pages and my Escape the Readathon. Here, let me just flip you around. Let me flip you around real quick and show you what I've done so far. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the last page I had done for a while. This is from the stuff that my friend Sonia had sent me, little gifts. And so here was Old School April. I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, but I just took the logo and a bunch of stickers and then the page that I colored. And then this is for May. So I did 2 readathons. I did Mystery and Mayhem, and then I did Escape the Readathon. But I just put all the books because I literally, whatever I logged for this, I logged for that. So all the books I read were for the same thing. So I just kind of put them on however. But is it not the cutest? I've been cutting out letters from food boxes and magazines and stuff. I love the little feet. And then, yeah, and then I got a couple of the stickers from Lexi's Etsy. I think it turned out so fun. And then here is my Battleship so far. So this was the Blue Team's board. We hit all of their boats. We won. And so this was our team's board, and they still hadn't got our boats. And then I was the captain, so I had to do a little Captain Jules. So, and then, yeah, I still got to put the books that I read. I'm going to put them like around the edges. And then the next pages that I'm going to be working on is for my trip to see Gwen. And then after that, I don't think I'll have anything to do until probably Summerween. That's coming up in July. And then probably, I don't know, we'll see what else I get up to add to my journal. So I am going to start a different kind of journal next year. I don't love the spiral part of this, only because the pages are perforated and some of them are starting to like rip. So I'm gonna do a different one next year, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this one for this year. That way it's all together. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup, and then I'm also going to be starting the introduction to Esther. This is a Bible study that Gwen and I are getting ready to start. So I'm very excited. This is gonna be our summer Bible study that we do together. All right, let's see, let's recap. Okay, so back to Battleship. That is literally all I have been focusing on for the last week. So Battleship started while I was in Virginia. So I didn't read the first day. I didn't get to start reading until day 2. But y'all, I read 8 books technically. One of them did not count. So in order for the books to count for the prompts, the books had to be 301 pages or more. I read A Cozy Mystery, and when I went to log it, it was only 265 pages. So it didn't count. But for the reader, so technically 8 books in 9 days. Who am I? It was crazy. The amount of books that everybody was reading was insane. We literally, all we have been doing for the last 10 days is just reading. but it's been such a good time. So, yeah, Battleship's over and my team won. So yeah, we were just burning through the books, y'all. So now I am gonna slow my reading down a bit. So really I don't have a lot of recap other than I've been reading. So let's see, I don't remember what I did Thursday night. Probably just read. Friday I had sprints with Hannah and Keisha, so I was reading. Saturday I went to my friend's house and we did a whole meal prepping thing for her daughter who's about to deliver her baby. She's due any day now. Yeah, so that was fun. She basically came up with ideas for like crock pot meals or like things that can be put into a dish and baked or on a sheet pan and baked. So we were cutting up chicken and beef and veggies and all the things, and then making the sauces together and assembling it all in bags for the freezer. So yeah, I had a fun time with that, and she's like super thankful for that. So this way, you know, with the new baby, they can just grab a meal out of the freezer, throw it in the crock pot or oven, and it saves them time. And then after I left doing that, I stopped and saw my mom, and it was not a great visit. She just seemed very sad, and she was crying, and like, it just sucks because it is literally like a child. When a child cries or is upset, but they can't vocalize what's upsetting them, you know? So I just hugged her and held her hand and like just got close to her and just comforted her and told her everything was okay. And, you know, it just sucks. It just sucks that she has to be there at all, you know? And, hang on. I'm sorry, y'all. That just came out of nowhere. I did not expect to get emotional. It just sucks when you have no control over it. And, you know, I try not to feel guilty, but I do feel guilty. It just makes me feel helpless, you know? Like, I can't do anything to make the situation better for her. I just hate seeing her sad, you know, because I don't know what she's thinking in those moments of sadness. You know, is she thinking that my family left me, nobody loves me, I'm here with a bunch of strangers? Is she sad because she is with a bunch of strangers and she doesn't know what's going on? Like, it's just very heartbreaking to visit her when she's like that. And part of me is like, is that why a lot of these people don't have people visiting them, is because it's too hard for those family members to see their family like that? Because it sucks. I could understand that being a reason for some people not coming to visit them. I'm not going to do that to my mom. So I just go every visit and I say a little prayer before I go in, hoping it's a good visit. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. I am so sorry. I just started blubbering with y'all. This is an emotional pivot point. My bad. That's what I'm here for, though. Y'all get the real deal. That's what these pivot points are for, you guys. These are my brain dumps, my emotional outlets. Like, you guys are my people. You're my therapists that I get to like talk to. So thank you guys for being here, for me to just mouth vomit all the stuff that's in my head. Anyway, that being said, I saw my mom on Saturday. It was not a great visit. And then Sunday, I just listened to audiobooks all day, basically, and cleaned, did laundry, putzed around the house, all the things. And then Monday night, I did Patreon reading sprints on Gwen's channel with her and Jess and Wendy. And I listened to my audiobook and I worked on my paint by number. Let me show you what it's looking like. And every time I would get done and do an update, Gwen would be like, it looks the same. Because it did. But this is what it's looking like so far. So basically the boats is what I was working on Monday night. Like all these just little areas. Like there's a bunch of them, but some of them are lighter. Oh, you can't see that. That made it worse. But Yeah, so they're like spread out all through that. You just can't tell. Anyway, it's gonna take me forever. The boats have the tiniest little dots of everything. Like there's so many numbers in the boats. I'm at the hardest part, okay? But it's gonna look so good when it's done. I already think it looks so good. And then of course, yeah, last night I scrapbooked all night. So those are my updates, you guys. Let me know how y'all been doing, what you've been up to, how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, physically. Let me know if you need me to pray over anything for you. Yeah, let me know all the things in the comments below. And until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.